Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another movie review. This movie was brought to me by BET Plus called Soul of a Sister. It just dropped. It stars V. Bozeman and Eric Bellinger and Little Fizz. So let's get into it. So V. Bozeman stars this aspiring singer named Nina Walker. Back in the day in New York, she was so good that she almost got signed by this manager Vaughn Smith, but he wanted to do other things to her and she was just like, I'm not with it. He also tried to drug her drink while she was still in the booth, and then she drunk some of her drink. Then she started feeling dizzy. She's like, she got to go. He was like, why the rush? He ended up knocking her over and taking what he wanted from her, and ever since then, she's been off grid. So now, 15 years later, she's working as a bottle girl and also, doing what she can to get money because now she got to take care of her daughter. Her friend watches her daughter while she works, so she gets home. She's still dealing with her drug addiction, so she takes some of it while her friend is about to leave. Her daughter's still asleep. After she finished, snorting the line, her daughter wakes up like, "Mommy, are you okay?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy." And she's like, "It's okay if you're not." She was like, "I'm good." I like the fact that her daughter reassured her, it's okay to not feel okay because life happens. She was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. You make me happy." And stuff like that. So she ended up taking her daughter to school, and her daughter's teacher was like, "Listen, is everything okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm making the best I can." And her teacher was like, "You're doing great. You're a great mom." So after that, she goes on to her job. She works as a bottle service girl, and she makes money and whatever. She ends up coming home. Her landlord knocks on the door. It was just like, I want my money. She owes $3,000 in back rent, and she tired of him putting the notices on the door. So she's like, "I'm gonna get you your money and stop putting these jokes on my door," and slam the door. So one day she was out doing something. She visited her friend Avon in the park or whatever, or in the train station, one or two, and she ended up singing for her friend and another friend, and somebody recorded it. Meanwhile, Jesse Blackstone, his father passed away because he was in a car accident with him because he was drunk and he was doing drugs, so he had to go to rehab for like 6 months. He was let out by his doctor. His brother welcomed him back as well as his driver, and his brother Darren was like, "I want you to come work for me, but you gotta do this and you gotta do this." One of his assistants, Becca, she was trying to, like, Jesse realized like why he didn't give you a raise yet, why he treated you so harshly. He was trying to be on the fence about it. So then Darren wanted him to manage this artist. This artist is like them artists that's now out these days. He's like mumble rap, like what the heck are you saying? So he showed his brother um Nina's singing video from the subway, and he was thinking about her nonstop. He was thought he was gonna go home, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna stay around for a bit." So he's going down to the storage room where his father's stuff was, and he started looking through the stuff, and he cannot stop thinking about Nina. And he's just like, "Where is this girl at?" Like whatever the case may be. So days went on. He's still trying to work with the girl, Rizzy Ray, that Darren wants him to work with. Also with his friend Frisco, and they was just like, yeah, this is not the vibe we want. So eventually he ended up getting a post, and it was alive because Avon helped hooked him up to figure out where he was at because she was trying to find out where he went, where Nina went, and she disappeared. So Avon is the contact between Jesse and Nina. So he figured out where they was at. They went to Riverbank Park, which is downtown. Well, it's in Manhattan, New York, whatever, and he finds her and congratulates on her performance. Her daughter's there with her. Lizzie meets Avon, and she was like, "I heard so much about you, same thing with you." And Jesse tries to propose a pitch to her. He was like, "There's a diner down the block, we can go." So they end up going. He tells her the gist of what's going on. She's like, "All right, I'm gonna just take it." Life is a little too short tonight. Not give up on your dreams. To give up on your dreams, so you gotta go out there and pursue it the best of your ability. So Eventually, things started going good with Jesse and Nina. She ended up leaving her apartment after she done paid her landlord the rent, and he was just like, "Yeah, ain't nothing you could do but look." So, anyways, things start going good. Vito starts taking Lizzie to school while Nina works on her music. She's no longer working at a bottle girl because Jesse's covering all her expenses from here on out until she don't need it no more. So things start going good. Darren finds out because Fresco and Trigger been working with Jesse behind his back, and he was just like, if this girl don't do good, don't never mention her again. So things started going good. She started getting studio time with Trigger. The song was they was working on was great. She went to another studio session. Vaughn happened to be who's this girl? His girl was there. I guess he's using his artist too. So his artist drugged Nina's drink. Jesse had to go take care of something real quick, so he had to leave. But there was a whole bunch of people there just drinking and smoking and stuff like that. I don't think she ever told him about her drug addiction. But anyways, the girl ends up drugging his drink, and Vaughn comes in like, "Do you love me?" She was like, "Yeah." So give me a cheesesteak. She ended up going to the bathroom to snort and whatever. Nina ends up leaving out of there too because she had to go to the bathroom because once she seen Vaughn, it triggered all her old feelings of hatred towards him. So she went to the bathroom and the girl was in there snoring. And she was like, "I didn't know you was in here." She's like, "Yeah, that's for my bad." The girl was ended up leaving. Fresco came to check on her. She ended up snorting a line of coke. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm in here next to that stuff." Then kicked in. She's stumbling or whatever. So she gets back into the booth to record her song. It's not sounding right. She ends up falling over the floor. Meanwhile, Vaughn's girl is recording her laughing like, "Oh my God, this girl just fell out. What the heck is wrong with her?" By this time, Jesse then came back in. He was like, "What the heck?" So he ended up taking her home. She's like, "I just want to go home." So with that being said, come to find out, he asked his doctor to check out. She has PTSD. Her triggers is Vaughn. He triggered her to have a bad episode. That video ended up going viral. She decided she wanted to take off on music, but he was like, "Why are you going to just quit right then and there? Like, don't give up on your dream. You gotta, do what you want to do." So eventually, it came time for her to perform. Trigger ended up putting out the song that they was working on. Everybody was like, "It's a hit," and he wanted them to perform. Well, Jackson wanted her to perform at the Blackstone spot where they had. Darren changed up his mind. It was like, "No, this event is closed. Y'all can't play here." So with the help of Avon, she ended up telling them like, "Listen, this event is closed, but Nina will sing a few blocks down." So they ended up going to the event and singing. Everybody brought out the house. Vaughn came in as and of course tried to interrupt again. Next thing you know, Vito ended up taking Lizzie from Jesse. Jesse ended up knocking Vaughn out, and the security dragged him out. Darren ended up leaving too because he was just like, yeah, now she's Blackstone material. Yeah, right, whatever. So after that, she sang to her heart content, and that was this movie. Like she overcame her addiction, and she realized what her triggers was. And now that she has PTSD, she know how to go about that. Hopefully, her music will be more successful. And that was that. V. Volsman, if y'all do not know who she is, she played in Empire. She was the girl that was singing in the first episode. And I listen to that song still to this day called What Is Love. She is amazing, amazing singer. Eric Bellinger, he is an amazing singer as well. He is fine too. Like, okay, it's nice to see them in a different light, even though that's still like their background because that's what their music. And then Little Fizz, he did good too as a producer, working on some things. Yeah, I like this. This was definitely a great movie. I done watched it like twice, and it's called Soul of a Sister on BET Plus. Check it out. You would not be disappointed because I wasn't. It was really good, nice and wholesome movie. And yeah, so with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.